What's happening, folks? Welcome back. The grind never stops, as you all well know. So we're here in the eBay office. It's Monday evening. I went to Goodwill. Got here a little bit later than normal. My daughter had a volleyball game, but the wife went with me to Goodwill, so that was all kinds of good fun. And got some shopping done. Bought a lot of good stuff. I spent about $37. I think I had like 17 items. I paid full price for one, a New Balance, kind of like a pullover thing. I can show you guys that. And then I found a Green Bay hoodie. I think I paid full price for that one, but that's about it. Other stuff, I found a lot of Levi jeans. I always find women's Levi's Denizen brand. I don't know what it is, but I find them. I get them for like $1.40, $1.50, and they sell on the low end like $9, on the high end like 15 to 20. And I mean, I can't beat that. So, but we'll get into it in a second. I've got 5 orders going out today, so that's a lot better than what I did last weekend, and really most of the week last week. The sales on those a little low, $41.50, so I'm still around that $40 range here. And my cost of goods, I guess, about $5 into those is what I'm kind of figuring. So I got a couple of updates, and we'll get to that in a second. My last video, I kind of talked about those Ground Advantage, those new USPS Ground Advantage boxes that I got for free from Poshmark. And I talked to my mail lady today, and I'm going to let you know what she said. And I also talked to her about those envelopes that I ship sports cards in. Let me show you. So if you remember my last video, I had one of these envelopes here, and it had a card in it, and it was just a little bit thicker than this. It was still pretty thin, but it was a little thicker than this. And it had an Aaliyah Boston basketball card in there, but I had it smashed between. Well, it had a top loader, keeping it safe, and then I always put cardboard in between it so it doesn't get damaged. But it came back to me, and it said I still owed 53 cents or whatever. And she said because it's too rigid. She said that it has to be able to flex a little bit. I mean, obviously they're not going to bend it or anything, but she said that with it being that thick, and then she actually showed me what it has to go through, and it actually was too thick. So if you remember my last video, I said, oh, this is plenty. This is thin enough. It wasn't. So I don't want to steer you guys wrong. So this is my plan, what I'm going to do. When I sell a sports card, and if it's under the $20 value where it allows me to print out the cheap eBay postage and get like shipping for like under $2 or right around $2, I'm not going to put cardboard around it to protect it. I'm just going to put it in a top loader, penny sleeve, and stick it in here. Because that way it'll ship the cheapest amount. If it's a card that's valued over $20 where I won't be able to use that shipping, I'm just going to put a Ground Advantage on this, and then I'll put cardboard in between it. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a certain amount of thinness or anything like that. And I'll just ship a Ground Advantage. I'll make sure to update the listing and all that. So just wanted to make sure I updated you guys on that. But let's go ahead and pull a few orders. Okay, here is that. It's a New Balance like quarter zip, and it's actually pretty nice. It's really nice fleece kind of thing. So but yeah, I did pay full price for this, so I paid $9.65 for it. Still new with a tag. So this is the sale tag on it. It was $19.90. So let's see what the actual retail of this is, if it'll peel off nice and easy and I won't have to use the heat gun. Yep, no, I probably just ruined that tag. I wouldn't be able to scan it anyway, but I probably should have used the heat gun to get that off. But I don't see how much this goes for retail. But New Balance is a good brand, and this is brand new with tags. So I paid $10 for it. So I'm thinking, at the very least, I should be able to get $20 for it. But who knows? Might go for more. So that's pretty cool. We're definitely going to list that first. And found this Green Bay. What would you call this? This is like a hoodie, but it's kind of cool. It's got the lace up and everything on there. Paid full price for this one. This one was only like a little over $5. It's got Jones on the back, and like it's escaping me right now who that would be. Okay, I had to Google it real quick. So it was Aaron Jones, was a running back. So I don't know if he was any good or not. I don't remember an Aaron Jones. Watch, he's on the Packers currently, and I just don't know who he is. But this is really nice. So we're definitely going to list this first. And I've mentioned before, like anytime I find NFL certified stuff, it usually does pretty good. So that's super nice. Found a Nike dry fit shirt, short sleeve jacket kind of thing, and a bunch of these Levi Denizen jeans. 1, 2, 3. Some of them, not all of them, some of them are signature. Some of them are the Denizen though. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 pairs of jeans. So yeah, man, that's awesome. Some good stuff there. So we'll get busy on that. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull some orders. So I've got 5 going out total on eBay. First one are some women's Nike shorts out of F. There they are. Got these Goodwill for a little over $1. They sold for $8 plus shipping. Sold some WNBA cards. They're rookies. Let's see. Those aren't rookies. Those aren't rookies. These are rookies. These might be them. Yep, this is the one. So I paired some of these, 9 of these WNBA rookies, and there's actually some pretty good ones. Aaliyah Edwards is a good one. Cameron Brink, she's really good. What else we got here? That's about it. That's kind of notable as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, these sold for $5 plus shipping. Okay, so then I asked her about those USPS Ground Advantage boxes, and she said she knew about them and everything. And again, this is just what I got from my local post office, and I don't want her to get her in trouble or anything, but I do feel like she's steering me in the right direction. And she obviously knows she's talking about. She's been working for the post office for a very long time. So she knew about the boxes, and she said that she can't even, like, the post office can't even order those. As a customer, we can only get those through Poshmark, as I mentioned in my last video. Like, there's an 800 number to call, or you can email them to order them, but you have to have a Poshmark account, and you can't get to them anyway. And I said, well, Poshmark is saying that we can only use those for Poshmark labels, and she basically said, yeah, she's like, they're trying to, like, make sure nobody uses those boxes only for Poshmark. And I showed her one of my other labels at Ground Advantage, and I said, well, if I do a Ground Advantage through Poshmark, it says Poshmark down here. You know, and I was like, she's like, but it doesn't say anything on the boxes Poshmark? And I was like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't say anything Poshmark on the boxes. And I was like, so if I ship a package Ground Advantage on eBay, and I use a Ground Advantage box, and I have a Ground Advantage label, I said, is that going to be okay? And she said, nobody's going to care. And I was like, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. So, obviously, I think, I don't want to say she's speaking on behalf of the post office. I mean, I guess she is, but it could be different at your post office. So what I'm going to do, I'll probably try it for like lower value items and make sure that it works out. But there's nothing on the box that says that it has to be Poshmark. So, and I don't think the post office is going to check for that. But so there you go. So if this works out, I could get plenty of free boxes. And that would be really cool. So there you go. Then I've got a men's Banana Republic purple shirt out of W. All right, well, this sold for $9 plus shipping. Okay, then I had this funny looking Illini winter hat. It's pretty cool. Got this at Goodwill a long time ago for like around $1. But yeah, this one sold on eBay for $13.50 plus shipping. Then I sold this Grease record, the Grease soundtrack, and it's kind of beat up. There we go. It's a little beat up, and actually the record's cracked, and I put that on the listing. But I ended up getting this and a whole lot of records and different stuff for pretty cheap. So I'm in for this for like $1 or less. But this sold for $6 plus shipping. Okay, sorry guys, but I took my mic off, and I just wanted to show this real quick. And I think I'm going to use these new USPS Ground Advantage. They're padded shipping envelopes, but a record fits in there very nicely. And this will be very helpful for shipping records, because otherwise it's kind of a pain in the neck to ship these. So I think I'm going to upgrade this to Ground Advantage, going from media mail. and it might be close to the same price, plus the customer will get it faster. So there you go, guys. We're going to test it. So I'll let you know if it goes well. All right, folks, we're here Tuesday evening. I'm here pretty late. It's almost 9 o'clock. It's a little bit after 8:30. Daughter had an away volleyball game. Got some stuff to do, so I'm trying to get in and get out. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 orders going out tonight, totaling about $24 in sales. My cost of goods about $2 into these. So first item is a pair of jeans. And I think I just mentioned these Levi jeans, women's jeans. They're the Denizen. For whatever reason, they'll sell pretty good. Let's see. This might be it. 4M, that's the ones. Got these at Goodwill for a little over $1, and these sold for $13.99 plus shipping. Next item was this NASCAR lot here. So we had this Stein, a Dale Earnhardt, the Intimidator. So that's pretty cool. Glass Stein, a couple of lighters. Dale Earnhardt Jr. I believe this one's Dale Earnhardt Jr. also. Pretty cool. You press the thing. Woo, look at that. We got a Dale Earnhardt Sr. gold card thing. And this little medallion here. There you go. This little lot here sold for $10 plus shipping. Hey, what's happening, folks? We're here Wednesday evening. I'm actually here early, and I'm really happy about it. It's before 5:30, so we're going to get done early tonight. But just have 3 items going out, really 2 items and one kind of measly piddly item that I marked down so low that I'm just happy I got a sale on it. Not too much in sales. We're around $24 in sales. My cost of goods into these, somewhere around $6. I sold a coat that I've been hanging on to for a real long time, and I took an offer on it. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's just that first order on Macari. I've had these things for a long time. I picked up a whole bunch of these bottles at an estate sale a long time ago. They're like clear plastic bottles. I had like a huge stack of them. They were all new in this box. But there you go. So I ended up selling a bunch of these a while back, and I haven't sold any since, and I marked these down super cheap. So these sold on Macari. I had them listed for $2, and somebody sent me an offer for $1.70. I'm like, whatever. I'm like, yeah, you can have them for that. So $1.70 plus shipping, I sold these things. But I still have quite a few bottles of these left. And I should probably just throw these away. I don't know. But I figured people that do like painting or crafts and that kind of stuff would use these bottles for something. So I don't know. We'll see. So next order, I sold a vintage Dickies coat, and it's right here. And I've had this for a while. I got this at a yard sale for, I think I paid $5 for it, if I remember correctly. But it's a nice coat, and it's got that like fake fur or whatever on the inside of it. But I had this for a while, and I had it listed for $30, and a guy from Canada offered me $20, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. So if you haven't figured out yet with my stuff, guys, like I am in this for the flip, totally in it to make money, like quick. So if you send me an offer on something and you see something you like in my store, I'm probably going to make a deal with you one way or another. So yeah, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm totally fine. $20 for this. It's going to Canada, so we'll get that packaged up. And next item was some Levi jeans out of U. And I think I found my right price point for women's jeans, are around the $13 to $14 range. There we go. Some Levi's. These are signature jeans. The signature ones and the Denizen ones do really well for me. Picked these up at Goodwill for over $1. They sold for $13 plus shipping. Hey there, what's happening, folks? We're here. What day is it today? Thursday. I didn't even know. Yeah, because there's Thursday night football on tonight. Man, I was just thinking on the way here that, we're getting into the cooler weather for sure, the winter months, fall. one of my favorite seasons for sure. It's a toss-up between like spring, summer, and fall for me. I do not like winter whatsoever. I just don't like being cold and dealing with all the snow and all that kind of stuff. But I'm very happy that it's getting into the fall seasons. Looking forward to doing some fires outside and all that good stuff. Hoodie weather, you know. But so, and also we're coming up on, I've already kind of talked about Q4. So I guess we're already well into that, but I'm really excited about this holiday season. Hopefully I'll have a lot of good sales. So we'll see how it goes. But tonight I have a total of 4 orders going out. Total gross sales $37. Not very much, unfortunately. But my cost of goods about $4. So the ROI is pretty good there. But yeah, it's just been slow, guys. Man, I had a couple, 2, 3 good weeks. And man, it's just slowed down again. So I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it'll pick back up here. So let's do, I got a Poshmark order first. Oh yeah, let me talk about that. The other thing, I got some more boxes in from the Ground Advantage boxes. And I've actually used 2 of them now for non-Poshmark orders. And they seem to be doing fine. Just like what my mail lady basically said. I think I've already have some of these, but these look like they are 14, what's the dimensions on these? Looks like almost 15 inches to almost 8 inches, almost 6 inches. So 15, 8, 6-inch boxes. So yeah, these will get used. We'll put those there for now. So pretty good, pretty happy about that. All right, so we're gonna do some, I got one Poshmark order, and these are actually boys jeans. And I think I sold a boys hoodie a while back, a couple weeks ago, that I bought by accident, and I'm just gonna end up, there's my light getting in the way there. So let's see here. Yeah, here they are. Got some boys Levi's jeans. Levi's, I always pick them up if I can find them cheap. I'm pretty sure I got these at Goodwill for a little over $1, but these sold for $9 plus shipping on Poshmark. Next, I got the eBay orders out of Tote U. I've got a blue Under Armour camo shirt, and well, it's not a shirt, it's a hoodie. But this was one of my sons. But he no longer really wears it. And I said, well, I'm going to sell it. So I wouldn't really know what I have into this, but this sold for $15 plus shipping. Sold the Simply Southern shirt. Boy, I'm hitting up all my totes over here. And I just bought a Simply Southern shirt, and I thought, you know, Joe, don't buy another one because they don't sell for good money. But this one had like a Save the Turtles kind of thing on the back. And that's kind of a popular thing. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get it. But it only sold for $7 plus shipping. All right, then I sold a Harley Davidson shield decal, something like that. Here it is. It's a sticker. Get it out of here. And this was the last out of that group that I bought all those, I guess they were kind of metal stick-on decals that I paid $2 a piece for them. I think I did. So I probably paid $2 for this too. But it's got a little bit of dust on it. I was cleaning it off. So there you go. So this is like a decal you can put on your truck, something like that. I guess you can stick it on your bike too. I don't care where you stick it. Never mind. I was going to make a joke there. We're going to avoid it. But this sold for $6 plus shipping. Friday night, welcome back to the office, folks. I know I already wore this sweatshirt earlier in this video. I wear a lot of these as coats, so don't come at me that I'm wearing the same clothes all the time. Look, it's a different shirt. All right, let's go ahead. I'm glad I got that out of the way. Let's go ahead and pull some orders here. Actually, I have 6 items going out today, totaling $102.97. My cost of goods into these items are $8. Felt really good that I finally kind of got back on track and had a good day of sales for one day. Again, guys, my goal is kind of always to have $100 in sales every day or more. I want to be at that consistently. So it was nice to have that today, to say the least. So let's go ahead and pull some orders. I sold the Microsoft Flight Simulator game. Picked this up at a yard sale the same day I picked up all those cameras. And I only paid $1 for this. So that's pretty awesome because this sold for $39.98 plus shipping. So that's a great flip. So yeah, Flight Simulator. These old PC games, especially you can find them new, they still sell, guys. Micro cassette recorder I just listed like yesterday, I think it was. Guys, those things sell super quick. I'm telling you, whenever you find them, go ahead and pick them up. This one did work. It had a cassette with it, and I tested it. And I did list it as the recorder part was not tested because I couldn't get that to work, so I really couldn't test it well. But I'm into this for like under $1. I got this in a bulk deal at an estate sale, and this sold for $19.99 plus shipping, so that's awesome. Sold a blues scarf out of A3. Picked this up at Goodwill a while back for a couple of bucks. Camera didn't follow me. Looks like it's running out of juice. I picked this up at Goodwill a long time ago for a couple of bucks. This sold for $12 plus shipping. Sold some more Levi's jeans, some more women's Levi's jeans out of R, which would be right here. We got the size 14 skinny mid-rise jeans. Picked these up at Goodwill for a little over $1. These sold for $11 plus shipping. We got a penguin burgundy shirt out of File Cabinet 3. Penguin's a kind of a pretty good brand to pick up. It's more like a vintage brand, if you can kind of see that. Got this, I think I got this at Goodwill, yeah, a little over $1. Sold for $10 plus shipping. And then I sold that monkey thing again that I sold it to somebody a while back, and then they wanted to return it. I don't remember why they said they changed their mind or something like that. But I sold this guy again. He's from some Netflix cartoon or something like that. I don't remember how much I paid for it. I think like $3 or $4. This sold for $10 plus shipping. I wanted to bring up too that I always do free returns and that kind of thing on pretty much every order. Even if you don't do free returns on your orders, the customer's just going to say the item wasn't as described, and they're just going to return anyway. So just do free returns. That's just my opinion. But if somebody says that they want to return it and they change their mind, I almost always don't ever give them their shipping costs back. If they say something is wrong with it, or something like that, then I give them their shipping costs back. But if they just say, nah, I don't really want it, and they send it back, I refund them the money of the purchase, but I don't give them their shipping costs back. So I keep that. So that's just me. I mean, I don't think that's being a jerk. I think that's pretty reasonable. So anyway, just a little food for thought. Okay, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video for now. I have a busy weekend, and my daughter has a volleyball tournament tomorrow. I don't really see a lot of yard sales out anyway, but I'm not going to be able to get to any yard sales, so that's a bummer. So I'm not going to have any yard sale footage for you this coming early next week, but we'll still try to get some stuff done this weekend, and probably get back at it next week. I'm going to go to my Goodwill on Monday and all that good stuff. So anyway, all right, well, let's get going here, guys. I appreciate you coming by the channel. If you ever have any questions or comments, you can leave them in a video, and I'll be sure to answer them. If you haven't yet, guys, please like and subscribe. That definitely does help me out a lot. I'm past 700 subscribers, which is great. That's just awesome. I think the last time I checked, I was at like 710. We're trying to get to that 1,000 mark. I want to do another giveaway for you guys. And, but yeah, appreciate it. If you want to share this with somebody, that'd be cool. But have a great weekend, guys. We'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.